Welcome back to episode 65 of the Split Screen Experience. We have an extra person in this podcast. He finally decided he wanted to join us.
Do we?
And as always, J Money is here. No need to fear.
God.
I'm still confused, but okay. This whole
I was,
intro.
talking about Skippy.
I've been here like the last 4 weeks, but yeah.
No. This can't
No,
be.
this just can't be. This says I'm a
So we
100%
are
African.
less than a month away from Elden Ring Night Rain, and I'm still excited for it.
I am becoming increasingly lukewarm on it
Yeah.
Because we haven't
Same.
seen much more of it.
because like they are showing it in a really, in my opinion, a really dumb marketing way where like we already understand the idea that like you're gonna play as like a character, like archetype class kind of deal in Night Rain. You're not making a character, you're picking one of like I think there's gonna be like 8 or something at launch, and then they're adding more with like the pass and I think maybe like some free ones as well. But we already know that. And so for like the last 2-3 months, it feels like they've just been drip feeding little 1-minute teasers of these class options. And that doesn't make me want to necessarily play the game. I want to see more of just the actual game being played, not just the dude. It's like, and here is the Harbinger, and the Harbinger could do this, and it beats up one enemy. And I'm like, cool. And it's the end of the trailer. It's literally like a 30-second clip. And I'm like, show me like not necessarily like a boss fight or like maybe like a snippet of a boss fight. Show me something like that. I want to know like the fundamentals of what I'm getting into because again, the whole co-op element is exciting, but it could easily go south. So I want it to be good. I do. I just
Sure
think
will be.
I'm being sold a different
It's-
game.
It's From Software. I think it's been a while since they've really dropped the ball in a game.
I
Just
just
wait till
they
that
can't, though.
Duskborn comes out.
No.
This is also the first time
no.
we are getting a fully dedicated fucking From Software Souls-like game, other than like maybe those Recore shit or whatever. But like, I don't know.
Well, they've
it
gotten
better be
dedicated
very
Soulsborne
seamless.
Games.
It
I
better
think
be
you-
seamless.
talking about
Squads.
multiplayer?
I think you're talking about multiplayer, yeah.
But
It better be seamless multiplayer. I better not have to fucking find the chalk of some dude's asshole and fucking write my name backwards in Sanskrit
jingle a
then
bell.
hope to God. Literally.
Jingle a bell 6 times to find a glowing thing on the ground and hope you can summon your friend.
Like
Are you embered? Are you sure you're embered?
Do we have the right passcode? God damn it.
I get the only argument for like how they do it in like their games. The only thing I'm not saying this is like right, but like the only credence I could give it would be like, okay, a person had to progress to the same point in the game as you in order to be able to do it. So that way they're not like cheating to like the quote unquote like the end of the game, even though it wouldn't count for their progression. So like I don't know if that holds like any amount of water. Because it's like to me, it's like at any point I should be able to join my friends if he wants me to help me. Like if I'm like a level 12 in Elden Ring, and my friend's like, "Hey, you want to come with me on this fight? You're probably gonna die, but we're gonna go fight Rykard or something like that." Like, you know, I should be able to.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think the full multiplayer component is what confuses me because like I still want to see confirmation of like if you die. Like my understanding. And this is largely coming from like them just saying things, not showing it. But my understanding is like if like the three of us are in a boss fight and one of us dies, you can still play for that fight, but like you take like every time you die, you take like a penalty, basically, is what I've heard. Again, don't know if that's true. Because I'm like, oh, I'm really hoping it's not just like, oh, you go into a boss fight and then it's going to be like, oh, one of you dies and then they have to wait till the end of the fight. And if you guys win, they get to come back. Because while that sounds fun on paper, I know very quickly that will devolve into absolute brutalism over the mic. Like
Backseat gaming.
yeah,
Crazy.
like I wouldn't have dodged there. I would have dodged sooner. Well, then maybe you should have dodged when you were alive. Oh, you.
I definitely can see that happening.
Yeah.
Harry, don't swing. God damn it, you dumb motherfucker.
You know you can't parry, dog. Why the hell are you trying to?
Literally.
But like the hope for it for me is like again that stupid that Duskborn or whatever Dustblood. Yeah, that's what it is. Because when they announced it, I said that seems charged. That seems like someone should be offended by that term. But you know, whatever. But like, so they have two multiplayer games happening at the same exact time in terms of like, or not same exact, but like these have been developed in the same window, some degree of overlap. And so like maybe that has led them to be like, we're going to fully work on it because we already have two games that are going to need it. So let's just go ahead and flush it out. And then that way also for like the next main title, it'll probably have a more seamless multiplayer system, I would hope. Maybe they overhauled it, but I don't know. From Software doesn't really make like bad games. They made one bad game, but only one I haven't beaten. I don't think I'm ever going to go back and finish Sekiro. But
I thought you were gonna say Demon Souls.
Demon Souls is just dated. Like I got my hands on that. Like I played a little bit of the remake at a friend's house, and like it's just like I'm like, I just don't care. Like it's like I could go to Dark Souls 1 and immediately have a better time, and going back and playing Dark Souls 1 is still brutal because it's just so many clunky mechanics and performance things where I'm like,
You want to go to
I get the
Ball Town or
performance
whatever
ones.
wherever that place is, right after.
And
no,
then there's
not Ball
two.
Town. It's a town though. It's
Yeah,
like-
I know where you're talking about.
it's like where you have to go after you beat, like ring the bell up top.
Yep.
I hate that place. Every time I've played Dark Souls 1, that's what's always stopped me from progressing because I just get so infuriated there.
Yeah, it's man, going back to those games recently, like going back and like replaying Dark Souls 3. Jared beat Dark Souls 3 for the first time, so I know he got to finally experience that after I had to bully him about Boreas or whatever.
Warriors. Honestly,
Yeah.
after him, I don't think there was a boss I struggled on.
Nameless King.
I mean, Nameless King is the Nameless King, but like, I also haven't really put that much time into trying to beat him. Like,
Time to go back.
like I
It's time to
definitely,
play the
chug some
game.
scotch.
like I definitely played him a couple times, but like there was not Pontiff was annoying until I figured out, I
Yep.
can just stun lock you to death by parrying you, and you're screwed. I mean, Soul of Cinder gave me a little trouble, but I mean, overall, between that and my Bloodborne playthrough, I didn't really have trouble with bosses. Like,
No,
I pretty much breezed through those
Liza
games.
P, on the other hand.
Fuck that.
I was gonna say another Crab's Treasure.
Yeah.
You got further than someone did.
Yeah, fuck that game.
That game's so good.
I started it, but I haven't been playing that. Oblivion and Cyberpunk have been taking up all my time right now.
Yeah, which I guess now we can fully talk about because last week was in anticipation of Oblivion
Yeah, and then
Remastered
it came
existing.
out.
So yeah, we've all gotten our hands on it at least for a little bit. I think Skippy's played it the least, but you still played it like a decent amount
Yes.
to where you could probably weigh in on, how are we feeling? We
It's
happy?
amazing.
I mean, I know the
It is
answer, but yeah.
perfect. It is perfect. It is everything we wanted.
Fantastic.
Now we just need this for New Vegas. And I will die
Well,
a happy
first
man.
is gonna have 3 is gonna happen first.
No one wants fucking 3. 3's a shit game. Bring on New Vegas. Bring it on.
Again, we had this conversation last week. It's more impressive if a 3 remaster makes me want to play the game than a New Vegas remaster because I already want to play New Vegas again.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So imagine
Right.
it's New Vegas, but in 2024. Or, well, fuck, we're in
It's
25.
2025,
2025 graphics. Like, imagine New Vegas and Unreal. Peak.
Well, like
Literal
my thing
peak.
is, like, honestly, those old games would probably benefit the most from like a genuine from the ground up rebuild in Unreal, where also we can improve on the fact that like old Fallout gunplay is not good. Like,
yeah, going back to Oblivion and remembering that it's still the point of Bethesda where they're like, yeah, weapons and armor should have condition or quality. That hurt. I'm just swinging like,
Mhm.
your sword's broken. I'm like, oh, fuck. It's old Bethesda. Let me merge my sword to use a repair kit with 4 other things.
let me duct tape 4 hammers together and it makes my hammer better. Like,
Yeah,
Yep.
like just so stupid. Such a
Yeah,
bad
I've
idea.
gone through so many repair hammers in Oblivion.
I just drop a weapon and pick up a new one.
Jared's just playing gun game.
and that's
Literally,
why I remember when Jarrett, you were playing through the original Oblivion in the last couple months.
Yes.
And you were like talking to me about like, oh, like, like what, like There's like Daedric weapons that I should like care about. I'm like, not really, because everything breaks anyway, so you might as well just chuck them away.
Yep, I literally beat that entire game with a fucking katana. I was just like, all right, this is
Like,
good.
I go and get one of them. You know, I get like if I'm doing like a big, I get like the one that pertains to my build, and then I typically stop unless I want to go do the Hermaeus Mora quest. Because for him you have to pay tribute to all the other lords. Which that one, like his quest is really cool. I mean, everything Hermaeus Mora is cool, at least aesthetically, it's always cool. But otherwise, yeah, I get like the one I want, and then one that I don't care about, just throw away for that part of the story. But that honestly, that would have been a cool thing if like Daedric weapons would be the exception to where like Daedric weapons and armor didn't have condition.
That'd be nice.
Honestly,
Like,
it doesn't make
easy,
sense
too
that they
simple.
have it. It's just like why wouldn't you make that a thing?
Well,
Then you get to the fucking repairer, and then they're just like, we would like your left kidney and a piece of your soul.
It's
Yes.
no big deal.
So
How
Yeah.
exactly does one go to splitting their soul? If you give me the
This is
answer,
all
I think you're gonna give me, I'm
academic.
gonna hit you.
This is all academic, Tom, isn't it?
I
Of
knew you were
course,
gonna go
yeah.
straight to Harry Potter.
It was just the perfect one. That's the only thing I remember. That's the only piece of media I remember vividly where they're like, yeah, let's split my soul or whatever.
It's like, oh yeah, as long as you murder people, you could split your soul. And I'm like, what?
So
So
it's like perfect. You just get into a war and then you got an excuse. I mean,
yeah, and like, why didn't more people do that?
literally.
Cause like, why was no one else in the Harry Potter universe survives getting murked the one time? So clearly, none of them have killed another person.
Yeah.
Or is
I
it like
guess
you have to do it with?
I think it has to do with maybe the power of the item you're storing your soul in. Maybe I don't know.
Because like it's not even like a willing thing. Because I mean, the whole thing, we're like, that's the whole plot reveal at the end. Spoiler for a very old book and an equally or almost as equally old movie. But like the whole plot twist in the last one, where it's like, oh, Harry was the last Horcrux because
Yeah.
it was the nearest thing that his soul could latch onto when he killed his mom. And I'm like, also, I'm not sure that's true because that room's full of junk. Like
Literally.
typically they're non-living items, hence like the cup in the vault and shit like that, where it's like,
Well, that might be.
okay,
It might be because he actively tried to imprint his soul onto it. Maybe like I think it's just like, oh yeah, it sought out a living being or whatever. But
But,
for
like-
those objects, it must be like something that's emotionally important to you, / something of great power. But I don't know.
it's ill-defined. J.K. Rowling's not a good person or writer, so like, you know,
Literally.
I know.
I'm not getting any
another-
answer on that one.
I know another game that's coming out. Kind of moving past this now. That Jarrett is very, and I think everyone else is, and that would be the Doom Dark Ages. So that's also comes out this month, doesn't it? Right? May? It's a May release.
Did you say
Yeah,
Doom?
yeah.
Doom.
Dark Ages
There's a
comes
list.
out.
It's like the
DOOM.
16th or 14 or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. It'll
the
be really
13th.
cool.
13th. Or no, this says 15.
It's somewhere around it.
Yeah.
Regardless, it's in the teenths or something.
Yeah, but like I'm excited about it. I'm hoping it plays more like what I'm hoping. Like, because like again, Eternal didn't do it. All like the stupid wall climbing segments, I didn't need that.
I hope.
I thought that was a stupid idea.
I hope the mech fights are like actually pretty cool.
I mean, they're just going to be like testosterone fuel. It's all. I mean, I doubt there's going to be a whole lot of like substance to it. It's going to just be
You're literally
know,
gonna be just killing
big
shit.
fight.
Like, you're gonna be like, oh shit, I could be this giant titan, but on foot. But I want to use my big mech, and then
Right.
you just feel the fucking testosterone pounding as you're fucking dealing with it, and you got heavy hardcore or metal music going on. Like,
I'm so excited. Like just for the the shield, just the shield idea. Where I'm like,
Mhm.
I'm getting back to my roots of playing Athena and Borderlands pre-sequel. I'm ready to go, baby. Like, just and then the dragon. Oh, it's so cool.
yeah,
Fuck the dragon. I want Cthulhu.
What?
You not see Cthulhu?
What are you talking about?
I don't.
They literally just
Remember.
posted a video like 2 days ago, and it was just fucking Cthulhu and Doomslayer.
What's hold on.
I'm
Dog
hella
of
confused.
Skin.
Hella confused.
on.
Now I gotta
I'm
look
literally
at Twitter.
looking at literally.
It's on
I'm
Twitter,
looking
you
at-
said?
Yes, just look up Doom Cthulhu. It's the first thing I'm seeing.
This is a screen rant thing, isn't it?
No.
I mean, it's it's a Cthulhu style. Like, okay, like it's a monster.
Yeah, but
Escapee.
it looks fucking cool.
Okay, thank you for that.
It's just a big tentacle monster.
It
He's
looks
imported
cool.
from
I don't
Japan.
care. I don't care.
Like, yeah, but I'm really hopeful for that game. Again, I think the idea of ditching the multiplayer is the right call because
Yes.
I don't want to play Doom multiplayer. Like, even like I go back and occasionally remember like playing bits and pieces of like doing like Doom 1 like LAN kind of thing, or like System Connect, that kind of stuff, where it's like that was fine because like it's like the precursor to your Halos and stuff like that. That's like all that lineage of FPS like foundational stuff. But like
Right.
God, like the Doom 2016 stuff, I'm like I genuinely just do not care about this. Like this
Like,
is stupid.
Doom Eternal's multiplayer sucked because one side definitely got their ass beat disproportionately more than the other, and it was just not a good time. And then 2016, I didn't really get a chance to play because when Doom 2016 came out, my internet was shit. But I've heard it was like the PvP, like team deathmatch kind of thing or something. But I don't.
I would put it in like the same thing as like Space Marines 2 technically has, you know, a multiplayer, but like you don't want to play it. Like,
Gotcha.
Yeah, I never
Eternals
I
was
never
just
really
pain.
touched the multiplayer for Doom. I think the one time Coleman and I were gonna play Eternal, and then something happened. I think the servers weren't working that day, and I just said, "Screw it, I'm not playing this."
yeah.
I played it for like a half an hour, and it was just the most like,
Mhm.
oh, you don't want to play as the fucking demons. You're playing as the Doomslayer. You just get touched by people that are level 70. You have
Yep.
everything imaginable, and just like, well, that's cool. Let's requeue again. Another 30-minute wait.
So you
Yep.
do like it.
I love pain.
We know.
I know we play Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege every day.
Oh God. It's just
It'll be worse.
I've never played a game that I've hated so viscerally.
And
For
still
Honor.
keep coming
For
back
Honor.
to it.
You have the
No.
highest highs, or you viciously have the lowest lows possible, and you just really think about making out with something or a metal bear.
Or something.
I'm making out with something, guys. I'm
I didn't
making out
know
with
if like
something.
we were allowed to keep that in. Probably not.
What suck starting at 12 gauge?
Yeah.
Literally.
We
Oh.
made jokes about that.
Tongue
before,
punch
I'm
a
pretty
fucking
sure.
barrel.
Yeah, you don't get tongue punch anymore. Tongue punch is off limits for you exclusively.
Yeah. Because of something you said that will not be
Yeah.
said
No,
on the podcast.
That will not be
I-
repeated.
I am merely a prophet. I
That
speak nothing
phrase,
but-
though, one day will come to light in the form of a T-shirt drop we're gonna do from our merch
Just
line.
like Skippy's from Dead by Daylight.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
touch what I want.
It's on the same level. Honestly, it's on the same level. Maybe worse.
No. I touch what I want is horrible, but it's not immediately disgusting. It's a different evil. It's apples and oranges, but I
all
would
I
say
gotta
it's
say is anybody would want that.
no
don't think
one
so.
wants that. I don't think you want that.
I think you just said it in the spur of the moment.
No, he might want it.
No.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk around it a little bit, Jarrett. If you want that experience so bad, you can experiment with the sensation on your own by putting
Nah,
something there.
No. Fuck that.
Yeah, but so then you don't want.
No, I don't want to do that by myself.
By himself, it's an issue.
Yeah,
with someone
Help
else,
of
it's
another.
fine.
Jared needs the help of another. I got it.
doing it with by myself is implying I would like to have something removed.
What?
No,
No.
it's not.
You drunk on a
Okay.
Monday again?
Maybe.
All right, let's
Yeah.
move past this. Let's move past this or end the podcast.
I think we just leave him with that. I
On
think
Horizoners, J Money is nothing but a mere prophet for the Lord. aka the Lord being my ideas.
I don't know about that.
So you're
you
self-proclaimed
on
prophet of
about?
yourself.
Of the great and terrible things that go on in the mind of J Money.
Yes,
Nothing
I agree
great.
with myself.
I could write the New Testament of Jarrett.
You
You'd be
should.
worse than a fucking Mormon going door to door. Have you heard about our Lord and Savior J Money?
That's what Jared's
Give
I
all
gonna
your
would
do.
money to all the
dress-
crack whores and let's go gamble.
I would dress up like Sheogorath and I would be fucking yelling about it like, cheese! Cheese! Cheese!
Jared, you'd be like the
521."
guy I saw outside of fucking the baseball game yesterday where he's like, do not seek alcohol, do not smoke weed, and worst of all, do not be a whore. Do not be a whore. Look at you, whore. And
Well,
it's just
don't
some
worry. He
old
doesn't have to
lady
worry
in
about
like
that last thing.
it's like some old lady in jean shorts. He's like, whore. I'm like, dude, somebody's
Oh, was this person you? Was it you and
No.
looking in the mirror?
No, just walking around and there's just this dude on like a step ladder holding a sign talking about like
Yeah, why do
you're
they
gonna
do
burn
that?
in hell. I'm like, what the fuck are you
That's
on
the
about,
biggest
dude?
stupid idea you could ever have. Because if somebody gets pissed off enough, they're just gonna
They're just gonna
jack
take the
your
ladder off from
fucking
under you.
ladder.
Yeah,
Like,
No, dude,
I-
you're stupid. Ugh.
and they're never
I
like
get the
scary
idea.
people. They're always
Like-
like skinny drug addicts. They look like. I'm
Yeah.
like, you could easily get beaten the fuck up and like taken away to a corner.
They're just whispering under their breath like, "We'll stop if you give me crack."
Literally.
yeah,
Okay.
I get the idea. It's like, oh, getting up on your soapbox. But yeah, it's like, why do you bring your little dumb little ladder with you? It's like, so that way they could see me better when I start saying things that make no sense. Like when Harmon and I encountered the dude on our campus who said, if you went to a school that made you a sinner. And I was like, what?
I
What?
perfected the art of saying I already got one of yours. I talked to someone else. They're like, who'd you talk to? Yep.
Did you
Have a good
walk
day.
into a bar this year? Well, you're going to hell. Oh, thanks.
Did you think about a book? Immediately blasphemer. Like,
Lowest pit of hell.
there's
we
only
said we were
one
gonna-
book.
We said we were gonna end on Jarrett's little situation, and we kept going on a little bit.
You know, we're
Yeah.
Midwestern goodbye. You know, it's fine. You know, we got.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, if certain people want to talk more, certain people want to cram something where it shouldn't go. You know,
It's better than Irish car bombing. Goodbye.
Skippy's family's got experience with it.
Exactly.
Straight off the
Exactly.
boat from the IRA.
all
Lindsay's
right,
in
well,
a
yeah.
box. In a box.
Let's let's get out of here. Let's go play some games and get mad at each other and then not talk to each other by the end of the night.
Yeah.
Probably.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, up the RA. Up the rock.
All right.